Well, we now know which teams are bowling and which teams will be sitting at home getting fat on holiday food and beer. Hello there. Welcome into the bunker of General Gridiron, Field Marshal of Football Forecasting. We're about to map out the way this college football bowl season is going to go. Will your favorite team be marching to victory? Or will the enemy be taking your bowl battle flag? With 40 bowls this year, we have to split the picking of them. So this week I'm going to go through the bowls going down up to and including the December 27th lineup. So grab your helmet and man those battle stations. We're ready for another round of General Gridiron's football foretelling. But up first, the season's last regular season game. Army versus Navy. The Black Knights ended an embarrassing 14-year losing streak last year in Baltimore. America's game features the option attack on both sidelines as the sailors look to return to sinking their West Point kinsmen, and USMA wants to make it 2 in a row. At the 118th Army-Navy game in Philly, the cadets' caissons are going to run out of ammo early on, and the battle cry that'll prevail this day will be damn the torpedoes. The Generals victor? Navy back in the win column. Now, on to the bowls. Foster Farms Bowl, Arizona versus Purdue. The West Coast version of Tyson Chicken invades Levi Stadium to host a clash of Big Ten and Pac-12 institutions. In his first year, Boilers boss Jeff Brom has directed the Big Ten pretender to its first postseason berth in 5 years. Attaboy, Coach. In his 6th year down on the Mexican border, Rich Rod is back bowling after a 1-year siesta. The Cats will feel at home in NorCal and will run the black and gold train off the rails and into the Pacific. The Generals victor? Arizona. Texas Bowl, Texas versus Missouri. When the bowl name is named after your school's name and the state you serve as the flagship university for, then you feel a lot of pressure to succeed. But the Horns' lone appearance in the Houston Bowl was a 2014 setback to old rival Arkansas. A date with former Big 12 brother Missouri will be the perfect post-Christmas stocking stuffer for Tom Herman's amigos. Get the W and improve the 2017 overall record to 7-6. Problem is, Mizzou will emerge victorious, and the Bovines will hit the trail back to Austin with another losing season. The Generals victor? Missouri. Cure Bowl, Georgia State versus Western Kentucky. When these two schools get to Orlando in a few days, their regular season will still be fresh on the brain. Having a bowl game in Mickey Mouse's backyard is pretty neat, but a December 16th bowl game doesn't really give you a lot of time to enjoy the local sights. Under first-year skipper Sean Elliott, the Georgia boys had a remarkable season, considering their opening game was a loss to a lackluster FCS squad Tennessee State. The Toppers are in their 4th consecutive bowl contest, and they'll play the role of a seasoned veteran in this latest postseason party. The Generals victor? Western Kentucky. The Independence Bowl, Florida State versus Southern Miss. Jimbo may have left for greener pastures on the other side of the Sabine River, but before he left for $75 million, he was wise enough to schedule a winnable game last weekend and get FSU to an NCAA best 36th straight bowl game. Coach Fisher won't be on patrol in Shreveport. Odell Higgins will be the chief Seminole in this late December battle in Northwest Louisiana. CUSA rep USM will come into this one ready to knock off an NCAA dynasty, and Jay Hobson's birds will indeed fly high. The Generals victor? Southern Miss to the top. Still to come on this General Gridiron's Bowl Picks Part 1, a stadium called a bowl hosts a bowl game in Montgomery, Alabama. Confused? And the Bulls of South Florida are back in Birmingham for a postseason date with the Masked Rider. The Bowl Picks continue after this timeout.
Recently, our country has witnessed catastrophic devastation. Hurricanes and flooding have upended lives and livelihoods.
Across this great country, Americans have answered the call.
That special calling that compels us, when others are down, to step up and do whatever it takes.
America's at her best when, against all odds, we come together and lift each other up.
Please donate to oneamericaappeal.org. America needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Howdy, soldiers. This is General Gridiron back with you. Each week, this fabulous football forecast is heard on some of the finest radio stations in America. including WJGA FM 92.1 in Jackson, Georgia. We play whatever we like. And Sports Radio 1310, KEZM AM in Lake Charles, Louisiana. We appreciate all of our radio affiliates. Now, let's get back into the football fight. The Camellia Bowl, Arkansas State versus Middle Tennessee. The Crampton Bowl hosts this relatively new postseason contest. Opened back in 1922 as both a football and baseball venue for the citizens of Montgomery, Alabama, the nearly century-old stadium has seen its share of blue-gray games and minor league baseball. The Red Wolves and Blue Raiders descend to the Confederacy's first capital to find out which team ends the season with a big old smile, and then get ready for Santa Claus. The A-Staters kind of fell apart as the season wrapped up, so the General is going with the Murfreesboro Mob in the Camellia Bowl, played at the Crampton Bowl. The General's victor, MTSU. Frisco Bowl, SMU versus Louisiana Tech. This newest bowl is a rebrand of the Miami Beach Bowl. Now played in the Dallas suburb of Frisco, it'll be an easy gallop up the Dallas North Tollway for the Metroplex's SMU Mustangs. The Ponies' Chad Morris is leaving for a bigger paycheck at the Piggy Palace in Fayetteville, Arkansas, so his departure will have an impact on the Methodists. Skip Holtz is firmly planted in Ruston, Louisiana, so his Bulldogs need not worry about their coaches bailing. In this one, SMU will wrap the season up with a nice gift for the departing Arkansas head coach. The General's victor, SMU. Las Vegas Bowl, Boise State versus Oregon. The Broncs got the Mountain West title with a championship game win over Fresno State, so Vegas, here they come. 2017 may not have been the best of seasons in Idaho's capital city, but good golly, this team has notched 10 wins. Oregon's Willie Taggart just left the Ducks at the altar after only one season, heading back to his home state to guide the Florida State Seminoles. The confusion of a coaching change will have the Donald Ducks swimming in one big circle. The General's victor, Boise State. New Orleans Bowl, Troy versus North Texas. The Trojans did pretty good the last time they suited up in the state of Louisiana. Back on September 30th, Troy State shocked the world with an upset in Death Valley over LSU, and they backed that up with a 10-2 overall mark and a co-championship of the Sun Belt. Way to go. When Neil Brown's Gritters tangle with North Texas in the Big Easy, Katie barred the door. T-Roy is looking to do something that's never been done in 13 years as a part of the FBS. Win 11 games. And they will. The General's victor, Troy. The Birmingham Bowl, USF versus Texas Tech. South Florida's back in the Magic City. Last year, the Bulls eked out a win over the SEC's South Carolina Gamecocks. Now Charlie Strong's Beasts battle it out with the Big 12 Red Raiders. The challenge of facing the former Longhorn Chief doesn't scare Raider Red. Double T's ready to ambush Central Alabama with an offensive bonanza rarely seen in SEC country. Not sure if the scoreboards at the Old Gray Lady have 3 digits, but somebody ought to check. The General's victor, Texas Tech. We've already looked at the 2017 bowl lineups list of below-average contests, but we're not done, y'all. We'll be back in just a jiffy to wrap up this week's General Gridiron with our rapid-fire picks of the even lousier bowls.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home just in case. Why would you do that?
Probably okay isn't okay. Call a cab, a car, or a friend.
Good choice.
This is General Gridiron back with you. We've already maneuvered through a bunch of not-so-stellar bowl games coming up in the next few days. Now, it's time to fix bayonets and storm the field with our rapid-fire football forecast of definitely not stellar bowl contests. Celebration Bowl, North Carolina A&T thumps Grambling State. In the New Mexico Bowl, Marshall minimizes Colorado State. Boca Raton Bowl, FAU feels right at home against Akron. Gasparilla Bowl, FIU bayonets Temple. In the Bahamas Bowl, UAB surfs past Ohio. In the Dollar General Bowl, Appalachian State cheapens Toledo. In the Potato Bowl, Wyoming lassos Central Michigan. Armed Forces Bowl, Army lays siege upon San Diego State. In the Hawaii Bowl, Fresno State hangs 10 on Houston. Heart of Dallas Bowl, Utah shoots an arrow into West Virginia. In the Quick Lane Bowl, Duke spears Northern Illinois. Cactus Bowl, Kansas State in a close one versus UCLA. And Boston College goes yard against Iowa in the Pinstripe Bowl. Well, thankfully next week we'll look at the really good bowl games going on this holiday season, including the national semifinal contest. Well, troops, you can now put your swords back in their scabbards. We're all out of picks on this bowl edition, part 1. We'll be back again next week, same General Gridiron time, same General Gridiron station. So don't forget to tune us in on the radio, Facebook, and YouTube TV. And don't forget to tell your friends all about the show. Simply search for General Gridiron. This is John Rawl, the General of Gridiron Glory, thanking you for letting me weigh in on the bowl lineup. General Gridiron is a production of CRM Sports. For more, log on to crmsports.com.
That'll be all.